Alright. I'm back in Firelink Shrine.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Ah, maybe it's time I do something about it.
I like his dialogue, but I don't like the incredibly, like, soft, faggoty way he speaks. Now, what could he be talking about? Now, like, it doesn't fit my sentiment, but when I first was coming through here and then just saw that in the distance, I was like, what the hell is this? Is this an enemy? This is the primordial serpent.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker Frampt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
I'm actually gonna say no.
By the lords, are you certain? Well, perhaps I was wrong. There can be only one chosen undead. I will continue my search. You are freed from duty. But then again, you did ring the bell of awakening.
I just heard a bell ringing.
I will stay here a while. Speak with me if you should change your mind.
So the reason I said no is because if you completely side with him, then you can't join a certain covenant that is by far the best covenant. But he looks exactly like in Beetlejuice, the transformation Beetlejuice has towards the end of the movie, where like everyone's on the stairs, and he turns into like a fucking weird snake creature. He looks exactly like that, other than like he's not like he doesn't have black skin and he doesn't have a big like fleshy mustache, but the eyes and the teeth and the way the head is shaped and the long neck and everything, he looks almost exactly like it. I swear to God, that had to have been their inspiration. I mean, okay, it's not like it had to have been, but it very much looks like it was inspired by that. Alright, so now I'm going to go into Sin's Fortress. It kind of reminds me of the roadblock that Hailfire Peaks was for me in Banjo-Tooie way back in the day. It just kind of, mainly it just reminds me of that because it's locked and you have to take this like bridge to it. It wasn't nearly as hard to get to this as it was for me to unlock Hailfire Peaks back then, but... So you walk into Sin's Fortress and there's two of the coolest looking enemies. Well, just this enemy type is one of the coolest looking enemies. And then, oh, there's a trap. I'm gonna stop with the... Okay. Stop switching to the wrong thing. That was, really hard. Alright, anyway. Sin's Fortress is cool because of its traps and how it has, like, snake men with swords and shields and stuff. I like that. Whoa, that sounded crazy. I guess when you break two of them at just the right time, it does, like, that really fast, like, when something really fast happens sound effect. I like these Silver Knight statues, but I don't know why their arms are outreached. Yeah, I don't really remember what I thought of, like, the swinging guillotines, or would they be called pendulums, or pendulums, whatever, but I don't remember exactly what I thought when I first came to this area, but I do remember thinking this area is hard. I remember having a conversation with Jeremy, okay, I'm not timing this parry right at all, about how he said these snakes were, like, really hard. Oh, that was just fucking awesome. And I was like, they weren't that hard. And the reason that I thought they weren't that hard is because my Black Knight sword was just, like, fucking all of them up. But, and he was thinking that, you know, because I had the Black Knight sword, that I just leveled the playing field so much. I didn't have to use the traps, but in reality, you could come here with a good sword. It doesn't have to be the Black Knight sword. The sword he had just wasn't very good, I guess, when he first came through here. But now, you know, obviously we both agree that this area is really not that hard if you just know what to expect. Yeah, I jumped down there on purpose and went up this ladder, because there's a way to get a Titanite chunk up here. But that is creepy. That just adds like a mystique, as I have noticed I like to say, to Sin's Fortress. For this specific area, as you fall down in this area where you actually move really slow without the rusted iron ring, and there's fucking demons down there. Looks like it doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, it looks like it does after all. I like using that method to find the secret area. In Dark Souls 2, you just had to go up and press X to like every wall, and eventually like a secret passage would open. That's interesting, but I like just completely hidden walls that you have to like attack or something to go through. It's like the wall was never there, it was all in your mind. They're called illusory walls, so it would make sense it's an illusion. There never was a wall there. With that extra fire orb cast, I can now just cast a really good projectile a bunch of times, and now he's gonna throw his little tantrum. Oh, well, his tantrum made me miss. And then he just fucking... he falls down, he's like, I'm so tired. Ooh. I'm taking this gay ninja mask off. I kind of liked the way that looked for a while, but this looks better. Although the gold and silver doesn't really... it doesn't match, I still like the way it looks. I don't like the Elite Knight chest armor, and I like the Eastern armor. Although I don't like that it's gold. I would have rather it been like red or something. That's what I think that's more samurai-like if it was red. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put on a rusted iron ring. This is a good area to farm for Demon Titanite. Although these guys don't respawn, but it's a good area to get Demon Titanite, because I think they all drop it at least once if you're using a demon weapon like Quelaag's Fury Sword or something. Or whatever it's called. I think that's what it's called. What the hell's a Fury Sword? These guys I used to think were pretty tough. But they're really not that tough if you just have a decent amount of damage. I'm actually getting to the point where my +5 fire weapon's really not all that good. It was making a weird sound when I was hitting him. It's about time to start using my fucking... to start upgrading dexterity and start using the scaling for the Uchi Katana, because that's what makes this weapon good, is its scaling. Oh, well, I guess I shouldn't try and block that one. This isn't going well. I used to die right here a lot when I would fight these guys. I remember with my first character, my fucking Black Knight Sword character, I remember dying here a lot. I don't know if I had the rusted iron ring. You know, I probably didn't, and that's probably why I died here a lot. Okay, Great Combustion's not really that great against these guys. I don't know if they have resistance to fire or not. But my guy's, like, whole deal is fire damage as of right now. Pyromancy, fucking fire sword. Normally, once I get to Anorlando, because that's where you can make lightning weapons, that's when I make weapons lightning, but... because I don't normally like to make really high level characters, because then you make, you know, you limit your options with PvP, and 74 damage. Oh yeah, there's another one right here. If I don't pick that up, it's just gone. But I don't know, maybe I should use Quelaag's Fury Sword for a little... come on. Oh, Titanite catch hole. That's so weird. I guess they use it to, like, catch you in the little hole thing. Yeah, my weapon is really not doing great damage to him. I remember, like, I think when I first discovered this pit, I just fell from a really high ledge up above, probably got hit by one of those... Oh, fuck! Not one of those lightning... Okay. But hit by one of those, like, swinging guillotines, and got knocked off, and as I died, I saw these things were down here. It's interesting that it's not a bottomless pit. there actually is something down here, but there's like all kinds of like tar, like a tarry water that you move slowly in. Shit! His tail hit me. I'm not doing as good here as I thought I would. Because my weapon is, now not all that good. And my shield is still pretty shitty. I get a weapon here that, or not a weapon, an item that boosts item discovery that I really need. I really hope I can get the better shield, because this thing's stability is fucking shit. Is unimpressive. Oh my god. Stop jumping around. Fucking die. You're making the video suffer by not dying fast enough. I'm gonna get hit by a follow-up attack. Oh, he didn't do a follow-up attack. Well, that made a cool sound. Whoa, and I'm gonna get hit. Yeah. God, getting your guard broken is so fucking annoying. I hate it so much. I really need that better shield. Although, I thought I had staggered him, but he was just still doing his attack. Die. You can't be serious. My sword is doing, like, nothing to him. See, it's all about damage, because if I had just fucking had a higher damaging weapon, he'd be fucking dead. Die. Fucking die! And that wasn't even like a frustration of like, oh, you killed me or whatever. That was just a fucking, just die because you've been alive too long. Oh, man. And there's still another one over here. Here's this guy that I kicked off. I think this is the last one. I don't think there's a second one here. So there's like 4 of them down here. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay, that did 110. Sometimes these slashes only do like 50 damage or something. I'm gonna get hit. No, it's okay. I took a pretty good chunk out of his health there. Alright, see, it's for attacks like that, if you can just miss the initial attack and they don't hit you, then they're fucking open for a long period of time. I gotta be careful of those fucking lightning lizards up there. Okay, my pyromancy just fucks them up. I should have just used pyromancy on that guy. I got another one of those. I wonder if I can trade them to the crow. And if I remember, you don't get anything good. We get the scythe. I don't even know if that's any good. I'm gonna homeward bone back.